Welcome to Called to Build, the podcast for faith-driven entrepreneurs and kingdom leaders who are ready to build what outlasts them. Hosted by Willis, entrepreneur, pastor, and marketplace missionary. Each episode delivers biblical wisdom, insight, real-world strategy, and bold encouragement to help you lead with purpose, steward with wisdom, and multiply your impact. Because faith and business weren't meant to compete, they were meant to collide. Now, let's step into today's episode.
So today we're going to talk about 7 tools that every home business owner needs to reclaim their time and help automate their success. And so the point being, you want to streamline your business to reclaim your time. Time is your most valuable asset. And so the question I have for you is this: are you running your business, or is your business running you? I want you to picture this. It's late at night, and instead of spending quality time with your family or winding down, you're scrambling to check emails, schedule social media posts, and manage your books. The chaos is absolutely real, and the question looms, how long can you keep doing this? You see, as a home business owner, you probably have felt like a one-man show, juggling it all: marketing, customer service, sales, and everything in between. And let's be honest, it is a lot, especially when you're starting up. But here's the good news. You don't have to do it all, and you don't have to do it all yourself. So with the right automation tools, you can simplify your processes, you can reduce the overwhelm, and you can focus on the things that are going to truly grow your business for the long term. So what I want to do in this video is introduce you to 7 tools that can absolutely revolutionize the way that you work, free up your time, and help your business thrive. So as we go through this video, here's some things we're going to be talking about today. I'm going to give you a clear understanding of why automation is a game changer for home businesses. I'm going to give you 7 must-have tools that will streamline your daily operations. I'm going to give you some practical tips for choosing and using these tools effectively. And I'm going to give you some answers to common questions about incorporating automation into your workflow. And it's my hope that by the end of this video, you'll be equipped to work smarter, grow faster, and reduce stress without compromising quality or your level of customer service. So with that, let's get started. So automation is key for your home business, and here's why. Because again, time is your most valuable resource. Once you've spent that second or that minute, you can never get it back. And the problem is, many home business owners spend their time doing things that could be automated: sending emails, scheduling social media posts, managing invoices, or just simply organizing their daily tasks. And what automation is going to allow you to do is, number one, save time. It's going to allow you to eliminate those repetitive tasks and focus on the big picture strategies, the things that actually are going to move your business forward. It's going to also allow you to increase accuracy by reducing errors and letting technology handle the details. And then here's the important part: it's going to allow you to scale without creating more stress. And so if you can grow your business without taking on more manual labor, that's a great thing. See, think of automation as a wise investment in your business that frees you up to pursue growth and innovation. In fact, Proverbs 21 verse 5 says, "The plans of the diligent lead to profit as surely as haste leads to poverty." So think about this. Be diligent in your planning. Use resources and tools that are available to you so that you are putting your focus on the things that matter most. And so let's dive into some of these tools that can help you plan wise and work more efficiently. And I'm going to name off 7 tools that I think are the most critical to help you automate your home business. The first is task management software. And this can be tools like Trello or Asana, or what we use here in our business is ClickUp. And if you're feeling overwhelmed by everything you need to do, then these task management tools will help you stay organized by taking your big projects and breaking them down into manageable steps. It's also going to help keep your team coordinated so that everybody is staying on top of their part of the project. And here's why it's essential. Because it's going to provide a clear overview of the workload. It's going to help you prioritize, and it's going to help you keep tasks on track. And so here's a use case. You're going to use a project management tool like this to map out the weekly content calendar, track the progress on projects, and then delegate tasks to team members. One of the ways that we use ClickUp in our organization is we actually have what we call playbooks that have a checklist for each deliverable task that we do for our clients. That way we make sure that our clients receive the same level of service time and time again, regardless of the client. The second automation tool is for your email marketing, and that's your email marketing automation tool. This could be something like MailChimp, ActiveCampaign, Constant Contact, or again, in our case, we use Go High Level, GetResponse, and Aweber in our business. Now, building customer relationships is a key piece of moving your home business forward, and especially if you're an online business owner. But writing individual emails for each and every person, that's tedious, it's not sustainable, and that's where your email automation is going to come in. And here's why it's essential, because it's going to automate your email campaigns, such as your welcome sequences, your product promotions, and that way you can nurture your leads effortlessly. You can monitor the progress of people through your processes. And so here's a use case that's very common. This is something we use quite frequently, and that's a 5-day email sequence to welcome a new subscriber or a new customer and introduce them to your products or services. The third tool that is going to be highly valuable to you is your social media scheduling tools. That could be Buffer or Hootsuite. We use Social Pilot. We also use the social media scheduler within Go High Level. And so social media consistency is critical for you as a business owner, because your audience wants to know what you're all about. It's a great way for you to connect with your prospective audience. It's a great way for you to connect with your current customers. It's a great way for you to further your branding. But again, posting manually eats up your time. And so scheduling tools are going to allow you to both plan and automate your posts to make sure that you're getting consistent engagement. And here's why that's essential. Because it's going to help you maintain an active online presence without having to pay constant attention to your social media. And this is getting particularly important because social media signals are also a key driver in your search engine performance. So there's a double benefit to this. Now here's a use case for you. You're going to schedule your Instagram, your Facebook, and your X, formerly known as Twitter, posts for the entire week using a tool like Buffer, Social Pilot or Hootsuite so that your time is freed up for customer engagement, because that's the highest and best use of your time. You make money being face-to-face or on the phone or on a Zoom call with your customers and your prospective customers. Number 4 is using e-commerce platforms that have automation features. That could be something like Shopify or WooCommerce, which is the e-commerce framework for WordPress. So if you're managing an online store manually, that's a real time drain. And especially as your sales grow, you're not going to be able to keep up with that. So again, e-commerce platforms like Shopify are going to automate your inventory updates, your order processing, your customer notifications. And so what makes this essential is it's going to simplify the buying process for your customers, and it's going to save you time. And one of the use cases that you're probably most familiar with is you enable abandoned cart emails on Shopify or WooCommerce to automatically remind customers to go back and complete their purchase. So they get started, they load their shopping cart, they get distracted, they go off somewhere, and they get a notification, hey, you've got your shopping cart full, do you want to go complete your purchase? It helps up the conversion factor on your e-commerce site. Now, number 5, this one's a critical, accounting and bookkeeping software, QuickBooks or FreshBooks. Now, we use QuickBooks here in our businesses, and that's a critical piece for us. And so if numbers make your head spin, you can use tools like QuickBooks or FreshBooks, or Xero is another one, to streamline your bookkeeping tasks. This could be things like your invoicing, your expense tracking, your tax preparation. Obviously, keeping track of your finances, keeping those things in order without having to do manual calculations is super important. You don't have time to just be manually figuring out all of your financial data. Your time is better spent moving your business forward, but it's something you have to do. And what's going to happen with this is it's going to automatically generate invoices. It's going to categorize your expenses, and you're going to stay tax ready year round. One of the things I love about QuickBooks is the ability to just snap pictures of my receipts when I'm out and about having lunch with a client or a prospect, or when I'm networking, and it immediately assigns it into our QuickBooks program. One of my favorite things about QuickBooks. Next, you have your CRM systems. This can be things like HubSpot or Zoho. Again, in our case, we're using Go High Level as our main CRM. And what this is going to do is it's going to keep track of your leads and your customers. And if you're not using a system, that could get really complex as your business grows. And so a CRM tool like HubSpot can help you manage all of those interactions. And so why this is critical is it's going to make sure that you're not missing leads or opportunities, that things aren't slipping through the cracks. It's going to send you reminders to follow up. You can create notes. You can create automations. And it will automate the follow-up emails. It will send those reminders to connect with your leads after a discovery call. You can move people from one piece of your process to another piece of your process based on user behavior. And so it is a great system to have working for you to make things work smoother. The other point of this is today people operate in multiple modalities. And so you want to connect with them on multiple levels. In our Go High Level system, when somebody, say, downloads our checklist from one of our sites, they're getting an email, they're getting a text message, and in some cases, they're getting a voice message from me simultaneously. We're connecting with them on 3 different modalities as part of our follow-up, but that's all automated. When somebody becomes a client, it is automating follow-up sequences as a way of saying thank you and welcome. And so those are all things you want to put into play for you. And then number 7 is Zapier. and that's an integration tool. And essentially what that means is it helps one system play nice with another system and communicate together. And so what Zapier does is it helps all of your tools talk to each other. And so Zapier does this by automating workflows between apps. This is one of my favorite little tools. It's going to save time by connecting your favorite tools without having to learn coding skills. You don't need a programmer to do this. And so here's a use case. You might save new email attachments to Google Drive and update your CRM when a customer fills out a form on your website. So it just helps manage those workflows. So how do you choose the right tools for your automation to make yourself more efficient? Well, number one, do a quick evaluation and figure out what's taking up the most of your time. And identify the tasks that are sucking the energy and the time away from you and keeping you from doing the things that are going to drive your business forward. Then look for the tools that are going to automate those processes first. Secondarily, budget wisely, because many tools will offer free plans or trial periods and have very affordable entry points. So start there and then upgrade as your business grows. And then along those lines, test drive before you commit. Use those trial periods, use those entry point programs to integrate the tool, test it out, make sure it works the way you want it to. And if it does what you think it's going to do, if it's giving you the benefit you want, then go ahead and upgrade at that point. Now, the other thing you're going to have to do is you're going to have to overcome your resistance to automation. So if you're worried that automation is going to make your business feel impersonal, let me just assure you that's not going to be the case. In fact, what it's going to do is it's going to free you up to be more personal and higher touch because it's going to take things off your plate. So one of the things I find happens is with my automation, when a customer or prospect begins to really engage with the automation, I'm able to jump in and get more hands-on because the automation has been priming the pump, if you will. And then once I see that there's really activity going on that needs my attention, I can jump in to it. In fact, right now on our agency website for our home remodeling vertical, we actually have an AI screening system that's on the front end of the website. And so if somebody engages with that, once that conversation gets serious, it sends me a text. So it notifies me that it needs my attention. So I can jump into that conversation and take over immediately. And so the customer doesn't even know that it's switching from the AI version of me to the real me. It's just a seamless transition that takes place. So think of it as a way of amplifying your impact, amplifying your effectiveness, and not replacing your hard work. And so to wrap this topic up, automation isn't just simply a convenience. It's actually the key to your long-term growth, to your efficiency, and more importantly, to your freedom. And so with the tools that I've named off here, you can actually simplify your processes, reduce your stress, and focus on the heart of your business. And so the first piece of moving forward is to pick one tool and just take action. Figure out the one you need the most, start exploring your options, and take your first step. If I can be of help to you, reach out, and I look forward to talking with you in the next video.
Thanks for tuning in to Called to Build. If this episode challenged or encouraged you, take a moment to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with another faith-driven leader who's ready to rise. To go deeper, visit carlwillis.com for tools, training, and resources that will help you lead with purpose, steward with wisdom, and build what outlasts you. Remember, you weren't called to compete, you were called to build. Until next time, keep building what matters.